Play Joel. Coming to you live on YouTube. 3, 2, 1. Game News Live.
Boom. And we're back.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. You pick up that wall, mister. Oh no.
Isn't that like a Dane Cook skit or something like that?
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah.
It was one of those comedy things. I think Comedy Central actually they actually put cartoons to go over his.
Yeah, kind of like his whole thing with Shapes, like the weird guy at work. Yeah.
Oh, one of our favorites. He wasn't really like. He was more like Shapes. He was like an amoeba. People got to check that out. That's like back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Back when Dane Cook was the thing.
Yeah. So what's up, everyone? Welcome to the
Hello.
Games Live Show podcast thing that we got going on here. We're back from last week.
Videocast,
Podcast thing. Show thing. So
episode.
we'd like to say that we're the most interactive Game News Live show out on the internet, but I don't think there's a measurement for that, so we'll just take it.
We are the measurement.
Yes. What up? We're getting people. We're getting people showing up on the chats now. What up? Some of our friends, colleagues, family members, and
Countrymen,
fathers,
brothers, cousins, former roommate.
Yeah. Welcome to the show. Yeah.
Nemesis.
Nemesis. What is that from? That's from. That's actually from a movie. That is from.
Nemesis.
The whole scene is from a movie. It was that old MTV movie with superheroes.
Shoot.
You don't remember that?
I'm gonna try to find.
If anybody knows what that movie is, put it on the chats. It had Pee Wee Herman in it, the guy who plays Pee Wee Herman. It had the guy who's from Shameless.
You know him from Pee Wee Herman and the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie.
No, he's called the Spleen.
Paul Rubens.
The Spleen.
Oh, wait, that was
Mystery Men.
Mystery Men. Dane Cook was in that too.
Yeah, he was the waffler. I'm the waffler.
But the waffler. Yeah.
Oh, that was him. Oh,
yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
that
not
movie
to
was
Wong
so
Fu.
dumb.
Even though the wife and the family just saw To Wong Fu, and it's so weird seeing Wesley Snipes in that movie.
I've never seen it.
That's where John Leguizamo, Wesley Snipes, and
wrong one.
Somebody else, I can't remember who it was. They're cross-dressers, and they go to a little southern town. Yes.
Oh,
you should.
Today's episode of Game News
I
Live
know what you're talking
brought to
about.
you
Oh, I
by
remember
Dane
that.
Cook.
Anyways, back to game news. Yeah.
Back to Dane Cook all day.
What's up, everybody?
This message brought to you by Dane Cook. I'm still alive.
I'm still relevant. All right.
Sure.
Poor Dane Cook.
Welcome to Dane News Live.
All right. Hey, everybody, if you haven't checked us out over on our website, check it out, nerdjunkies.com. We have it up and running finally the way that we wanted to for so long. Thanks to stuff that hasn't sponsored us yet. Actually, you've done nothing for the website.
Are we on this show right now? You're welcome.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah.
There it is.
Oops.
Okay, thanks, bye.
All right. Yeah. Check out nerdjunkies.com. Let us know what you think. Give us feedback, and also visit us on our Discord. Check it out. So let's get started with the game news. I believe we always do game releases, so let's get to it.
New release. Let's do this.
Yeah. So Clay, go ahead and start. Well, start off with the first one if you want to give us some backstory about Bloodstain. I believe is our first one.
Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. So this was a Kickstarter game that came out a little while ago, like a year ago, I think. It was last year it finally released. Made a ton of money on Kickstarter. This was the guy from Konami, is Koji Igarashi, was one of the top Castlevania guys. And he basically pulled a Mighty Number 9 and left Konami, started his own thing, and then came out with a Kickstarter for Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Made a ton of money because people want more Castlevania games. They're great. And Konami's like, no, pachinko machines. And so
what?
The game made a ton of money. It released. It's really good. It's on PC, Switch, PS4, Xbox, all the things. It's on everything right now. And then in a weird turn, the reason we're talking about this, a game that came out last year, it just released on iOS and Android. So I'm just gonna gauge an opinion out there for the crowd here. Metroidvania. This is a 2D Metroidvania game. It's really good. Think Symphony of the Night, like one of the greatest games of all time.
Right.
On a touchscreen. Is there interest there?
I'm not saying that there isn't interest. I would be more concerned about the controls and just how accurate somebody needs to be on these type of games, unless they're just gonna auto things, right? Like just auto hit.
I would need like one of those mobile controllers for that type of game.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. Squall has a thing in the chat here. Yeah, this game is borderline bullet hell in spots. Touchscreen is a big nope. And it's like, yeah. Like,
I will give them this, though. Like, most phones nowadays just have the Bluetooth capability to just connect whatever your console Bluetooth controllers are. So if it has that implementation and integration, then I'm all for it because it just widens up the adoption rate there. I mean,
now keep in mind you can just sync up a PlayStation 4 DualShock 4 to your phone. Like it is a Bluetooth controller. The newer Xbox controllers, not the original Xbox ones, but when they released the Elite, they also released a new model of the regular Xbox One controller. Even to now, they're all Bluetooth capable, so you can use those. You have a lot of options here. Put it on your iPad, get a bigger screen, whatever you want to do. But yeah, this game's awesome. Like, I would recommend this game to anybody.
I think most controllers that would just have like the X input framework in them should just work on most games and map out correctly. But who knows? I mean, we'll still have yet to see this come. I don't know is it out already? It's out already, right?
Yes, it just came out this week for iOS and Android. Chamo's in the chat says it's better than Mighty Number 9. Absolutely, but this isn't even the same kind of game. Like, this is a Castlevania game. Mighty Number 9 is like a Mega Man game.
Gotcha.
Mighty Number 9 wasn't the worst game ever. It's just it wasn't the best. But Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, fantastic. Everybody should be playing this.
Yeah, if anybody wants
if not on your phone.
If anyone wants to test out the phone, we'd be interested to hear what your experience was on the Discord. So check it out.
On a technical level, I would be very interested in this as well because the Switch version of this game, which that's the one I kickstarted, the Switch version had a lot of problems when it came out. Basically, this game was almost too powerful for the Switch. It had a lot of really crazy load times in odd places, not even like when you're just starting the game, but if you're looking at the stream on here, just like transitioning room to room in like a castle, sometimes you would just get hit with like a random 20-second load.
Right.
And you're like, this is like a 2D action game. Why would there be, so much power behind this game? But they brought in some more development teams. They fixed the Switch version. But I'd be interested to see, like, if you're playing this on your iPhone or your Android or your iPad or anything, how's the performance?
Right.
Is it good? Does it look good? Is it jaggy? Does it lag? Like I'd be interested to see how that works out.
Does it change visuals if it's like a lower powered phone? Will you not get all the visuals that normally, like, because there's a lot of like particle effects here that I'm looking at and I'm just like, some of my other phones that I have in my collection will probably not run this.
It was but yeah, this game, if you like the Metroidvania style Castlevania games like Symphony of the Night and on, basically until they went with a 3D route, this is a rock solid game. It's Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. They kind of, laid it on pretty thick there. Like same guy in charge. It's like this is basically his thing. And if you like the whole Bloodstained atmosphere and everything like that, they also had those 8-bit V-makes of this game. They're called Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, and there's 2 of those now. Really fun. Those games are rock solid. So if you like Castlevania games, cannot recommend this enough. If not on your phone, if you're like me, I'm not a big mobile phone player, but if you are interested in this, it's available on everything. If you're a PC guy, Xbox, PlayStation, whatever you have, this game's available.
Yeah,
It's
I would think even like their stores would have a profile of saying, hey, if you're wanting to install this game, it's only available to certain models and up, because that's what they're doing now anyway. So yeah.
I'm sorry. Just real quick, Rompus put in the chat here. But what about the rhythm of the night? I mean, sometimes you just have to feel the beat of the rhythm of the night. Maybe you want to dance until the morning. Forget about the words on your mind. You can leave them all behind. Okay? There. I love that song. El DeBarge, everybody. Go YouTube.
Oh my goodness. All right. All right. So we have a huge announcement for game releases. Ready for this one? It's
okay.
It's
Joel, are we ready to talk about are we ready to talk about the reason 2020 exists in the video game world? Are we ready for what's happening?
One of the most
right now in the video game time?
Anticipated games of all time.
When you're talking about game of the year status, I mean, 2020 has been, everybody hates 2020 and all that stuff, but on the bright side, we now have this game coming out.
Boom.
This. Are we ready?
Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest 11S Echoes of an Evolution Age on the PlayStation 4.
Fireworks everywhere.
Oh.
Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
Now I know everybody's been waiting for this game. Joel, if you know anything about this game. So Dragon Quest 11 was on the PlayStation for a while. And then a Switch port came out. And the Switch port, because of the Switch, it wasn't as pretty, but they added a whole bunch more stuff.
Right.
And now they're taking that Switch
words.
Yeah, and then now they're taking all that extra stuff.
Shiny.
And they're putting it back on the PlayStation.
Oh.
So now you can get all that extra Dragon Quest stuff on your PlayStation.
Wow.
And you get to pay again for it. So it's not even
again?
like
I get to take out my wallet again?
So now you can your $60 Dragon Quest, you can just put 40 more on top of that. It's an even 100.
I like even numbers. They don't make my brain hurt too much.
Yes. So aside from Dragon Quest 11S Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition, I guess we can talk about the last game.
All right. I haven't heard much about this game, but
we're going to end this one on a low note.
Yeah, sorry everyone, but we have to mention it. We are the Game News and we're unbiased, so
everything is equal, treated equally.
I think I saw one ad for this, but whatever. I didn't even click on it. It just didn't look appealing to me. But
I didn't know what it was until I was drinking a Monster Energy the other day, and I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
And I was,
and Cyberpunk 2077.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Maybe it's Liberpunk.
Liber?
Yeah, because I don't know if that's a C or I don't know. But it is what it is.
So, is he the Cyberpunk?
I don't know.
Is that what we're doing?
I think it's an RTS.
Are there 2077 Cyberpunks?
Is it like 99 Nights, maybe?
99 Nights?
No? If anybody knows anything about this game, that'd be great.
2076 sequels ahead of it.
Is this the 2077th version of this game?
Oh my
is this
God.
like
Final Fantasy's got some work to do.
when when you just said a minute ago, Joe, when you were like, "Is this an RTS?" That, you know what, like, there have been so many games over the years that have done that. Like, there's this badass looking dude on the cover with a gun or something like that, or like guy standing and there's like robot mechs everywhere, and you're like, this game's gonna be badass, and then it's like a top-down RTS, and you're like, why?
But you know what's funny is that a lot of those games that have turned into RTSs have been pretty successful towards their own like group. Like, yeah, you have like the Halos,
or the stupid like the ads you get on YouTube for like where it's just like a cutscene from a game and it looks awesome, and then it's some like Candy Crush game or something like that. And you're like,
some epic battle that happens that has no scene or anything like that in the game, and then it just ends up like being Puzzle Maker.
Like, they're the worst.
Whatever.
It's like, oh, okay. Anyway, Cyberpunk's coming out next week. I know about a bajillion people who are like frothing at the mouth to get their hands on this game. Joe, have you pre-ordered it yet?
I have not. I don't pre-order games anymore. I've seen the Reddit ad of just like, don't pre-order, kind of like the No Russians kind of meme, where they're like, just don't pre-order, because that just makes it for crappy games that are built to just hoard your money. I'm gonna wait for the reviews, and I'm gonna wait to have somebody else pull out their wallet this time. I have 4 kids. I can't pull out my wallet that often.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I was like,
I'll just watch on Twitch.
Yeah,
you and your brood.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, that makes sense. So Mel, you're not going for this either?
No.
Okay.
I have to do Christmas shopping, so.
Yeah, I guess this could be your Christmas present, right?
I've already got a few Christmas presents already that were expensive. So.
Yeah, okay. You're more investing into VR and stuff like that, right?
I haven't been on VR too much, but I mean, I got a few games I need to try out.
Yeah. Did anybody else on the chats pre-order this?
Yeah. Do we? I mean, like I said, I know a lot of gamers who have already pre-ordered. They're already ready to go. As console guy, I'm going to try my hardest to wait until the next gen versions are released, because common misconception, if you're a console guy like me,
right,
a game that comes out next week is the Xbox One PS4 version. It will play on your Series S or your PS5, but it's not that version. It's not a backwards compatible version.
Right.
Yeah. It is a backwards compatible version.
But we're not saying at all, like, we're not pre-ordering because we don't anticipate it to be a quality game. I think it's going to be a quality game, especially when it's backed up by CD Projekt Red. The only thing that I'm on is that I just, regardless of who it is, I'm just not going to pre-order. So I'm anticipating, like, if somebody is streaming this and wants to share a link out to me that you're about to play this game from start to however long you get, by all means give it to me, because I'm going to watch it. But I'm not going to buy my copy until later on.
So interesting you said that. People have already been streaming this game. There are legal copies that are already out in the wild. It's not like somebody just pirated it, whatever. But it's like some websites.
Copies? Oh, you mean
legal
like
copies?
Copies?
They were
like as in
copies.
like Best Buy oopsed and shipped it a week early kind of thing. Yeah, and CD Projekt Red has been very vocal, saying if they see anything online, they're gonna like copyright claim it and they're gonna strike it down instantly. Like, they don't want anybody streaming this game until it goes live. Okay, that's their prerogative, but they say it's to like avoid spoilers and all that stuff. But I will say what you just said about CD Projekt Red and the quality of their games and everything like that. I know The Witcher has a huge fan base,
right?
But I just went through The Witcher 3 for the first time this year, like in September. I went through it, first time ever, never played it before, and I went through it. I finished it, did the DLC. It was good, but that game came out like over 5 years ago, and it's still buggy as hell. So the quality of CD Projekt Red games is like, it's already not a perfect 10 for me.
Okay.
It's like,
Sounds like Bethesda games.
To be fair, though, buggy as hell for Clay just means he's encountered a bug maybe once or twice within the hour, maybe? It's not like Fallout 76 buggy.
Oof.
Have you ever... Oh, no, it's not Fallout 76 buggy, but it's like, man, like... I mean, funny things happening in, like, cutscenes where people just kind of float away or something like that, or, like, they're glitched into walls.
Right.
But also, like, just riding... So, riding your horse, Roach, in those games, it's like, that is one of the most painful experiences I've ever had in a video game. Because that horse will just get tied up on anything.
Right.
Like, random pebble in the street, and he just stops dead in his tracks.
It's like you have to reset him just to get him back.
Yeah, it's like, it was so painful to do horse ride. Like, for a lot of that game, I just ran around on foot, and it would be like, because it would take me about the same amount of time to run there versus riding the horse and endlessly trying to fix his, like, path.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was, I don't know, painful. But because of that, it's like, I know CD Projekt Red is a huge fan base, and everybody loves The Witcher and all that stuff, and it's like, cool. But maybe when the next gen versions come out next year sometime, maybe they'll have already introduced like 90 patches into that game to fix whatever's going to happen at launch.
Right.
Can I say this, since we were talking about The Witcher? Good Old Games is actually giving away a version of the first Witcher, the definitive edition, for free.
Right.
Yes.
We should do that for a game deal segment later on in future shows. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good Old Games.
I got my copy from the link that you put up there, by the way, in the Discord chat. And yeah, it was exactly where it was. So good on
They gave it away. They gave it away for free a few years ago, and that's how I had my copy from a few years ago. That's how I went through it for the first time earlier this year. I went through 1 and 2 before I did 3. For anybody out there, I know there's a lot of PC gamers out there who are just like Steam exclusive, and that's it. It's like, no, if it's not on Steam, I don't care. And it's like, I think it's foolish not to have an account everywhere, because there are so many free games.
Right.
Like Good Old Games, just by being on their email list, they'll just give you free games all the time. Like, hey, The Witcher's free today, or hey, this other game's free. Humble Bundle, Epic Game Store.
Epic does it every couple weeks or so.
It's every week. Sometimes it's 2 or 3 games a week. But yeah, it's like I know a lot of people who are just like there was a game that came out.
Andre also says Twitch gives away free games as well.
That's true.
Twitch every month. Twitch does free games. But it's like I know a lot of PC gamers that just like refuse to go away from Steam. And
Not
it's
me.
like, but it's free.
No.
It's a free game.
You will see every single launcher on my start menu. And still, Good Old Games has their Galaxy launcher that just connects them all together for you.
Yeah,
So-
Galaxy's pretty cool. I never used that till I was playing Witcher 1, and I was like, oh, that's like I like what they've done here.
Not a
Like
paid
it-
promotion, but if you're out there, Good Old Games.
Maybe you fixed that horse riding in Witcher 3.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, macho.
All right.
Yeah.
So
right.
we just got done with this unknown cyberpunk game that we were looking at. So let's get on with Rumor Control. And sorry,
God.
Squally, I still have not yet rendered the new Rumor Control, but we'll get there. We'll get there. And when it finally happens, I'll announce it to the world. It'll have my vocals in it, but that's about it. All right, so
Just like last time.
Just like last time, yeah. Rumor
Yeah.
Control. Ready for this one? This one was posted in our Discord chat, and we were kind of like, how is this possible? And then Clay did his investigative work. So Clay, if you want to go ahead and take a look at this one and let us know what you found. What did you find on this one?
Okay, so this article is, and I was like, yeah, sure, we could put it in Rumor Control just in case anybody else is talking about this. I didn't find any other websites talking about this article. It was only T3.com, which I've never been to T3.com before. So I was like, I don't even know who this is. And this website, okay, PS5 Pro with 2 graphics cards in the death below Xbox Series X didn't see coming. This entire article is speculation. Basically, Sony did Sony registered a patent for what it's basically like a box that has 2 graphics cards in it. And video game manufacturers, they write patents all the time.
Right.
It's how they protect their like ideas. So if Nintendo came out with it, they'd be like, "Nope, we're suing you." Yeah, it's like that's the entire reason of people like doing patents like that.
Right.
Sony's. Are they not going to make a PS5 Pro? They probably will. In a few years.
My
Like,
God,
give
what would
them-
entail a Pro label on it? Because last time a
I don't
PS4
even
Pro is like, what, really trying to hit the
PS4
4K?
The PS4 Pro was barely an upgrade to the PS4, and it was better. It was faster. It was a little bit prettier. Cool, good for you guys. If the PS5 Pro was a thing, they're not going to announce that for another 3 years. But it's like, the way this article is written, it's like set in stone. And they're like, oh yeah, PS5 Pro is going to be coming out, and it's going to bury Microsoft, and they're not going to know what hit them and all this stuff. And it's like, at no point has Sony even hinted that they're looking for another. They haven't even got PS5s to everybody who wants one now. Much less, oh hey, that PS5 you just bought 6 months ago, we're going to replace it with a Pro. No, they're not foolish enough to do that.
So this just sounds like it's just like, we saw a patent, and that patent had 2 graphics card in it, and Sony filed it. And
then whoever their writer is on their at T3.com just ran with it. And it's probably just for clickbait, just to say, like, here's the thing. The article also mentions a long-rumored PSP 5G model that's like, is it long-rumored? And then the long-rumored that they have in that link is to another one of their articles where they're speculating about like a new model Vita. And it's like, okay. And then I saw some dude on Twitter talking about this article too, and he just basically just saying that this website's full of crap and clickbait. So I was like,
Aww.
all right, well,
Okay, I will.
I've never been to T3.com before this, so I was like, yeah, I don't have the highest reputation already. So yeah.
I would think that the patent, and this has been going on on mobile phones for a while, of low-powered GPUs and high-powered GPUs, cores, right? So most phones have a low-powered graphics option that only run on 2 cores, and then when you want the high-power solution, it runs on 2 faster-powered cores or all cores. So if it was anything like this, I would think that that's what the patent kind of entails. I haven't seen the patent yet, but I would think that would be what they're kind of talking about, but not necessarily 2 dedicated GPUs, because even in the PC world, NVIDIA and AMD, NVIDIA has pretty much cut off SLI support at this point. So there's really no point in going forward with that. But I would highly support a new Vita with 5G. Highly support that.
Yeah, I don't see Sony doing another handheld because both the PSP and the Vita didn't really sell well. Like, they were both liked. Like, people liked them, the critics liked it, and everything like that. They just didn't sell.
Right.
So
I
don't think they're going to be
developers.
Yeah, like
developers.
I don't think they're going to be going down that path again. That's just me.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're this article, it's literally them just reading a patent and then saying, this is what's going to happen. And it's like, dude, that happens 900,000 times a year in the video game industry.
Yeah.
Nintendo's always patenting new things. Microsoft, Sony, everybody's always trying to like patent that idea. So if it did become a thing, then they can own it.
Right.
Yeah.
Good stuff, though. I mean, bring on any rumor control articles that you might have on the Discord, and we'll take a look at it and see if it's worthy for the show, because this one is super interesting. I like this one, but there's nothing to back it up. And
if it was 2 years from now and Sony hinted at, oh yeah, we're always looking at ways to improve the PlayStation 5, that would basically be saying, yeah, we are working on something.
Yeah.
And they might already be working on something, because like these consoles, when they design them and a new console cycle or even upgrade, these things take years.
Right.
It takes years of planning and like part sourcing and everything to just say, yes, we are going to release this. So like when the PS4 was announced, they'd probably already been working on that for 3 years.
Right.
So I'm not going to say Sony's not working on a PS5 Pro, because they probably are already looking at that. But it's, like this, and Microsoft's not going to see it coming. It's like, Microsoft doesn't give a crap about the PlayStation 5. They're swimming in their Scrooge McDuck vault of Xbox Game Pass right now.
Right.
It's like they're making so much money off that they don't care about the PlayStation 5.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
So we're ready for the next one. I think this one comes over by Polygon. Super Nintendo World Theme Park opens February 4th, right next, like a couple days outside, 6 days outside my birthday. I just wanted to mention that if anybody wants to send me something. just had to mention it.
I'm buying tickets to
I'm just putting it out there. You know,
Yeah,
whatever, you know.
Yeah. Gift cards. I'm okay with gift cards. Anyone? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
No? Okay. All right.
Nope. Yeah, you do.
Yeah. I saw the trailer for this one.
Yeah.
I was so excited. The little kid in me just wanted to be all like, I see that in the background. Goombas just going back and forth between pipes. And I was just like, okay.
I think this looks awesome.
It does look awesome. And I'm just like, damn it.
Super Nintendo World, this looks awesome. Like, I am a Nintendo fan. I get it. I grew up with it. I'm an 80s kid, you know, but all of this, like watching this little Twitter video that, you know, this lady put out, I was just like, you know, like, oh my God, I want to go there so bad. Yeah.
They got a huge Bowser like statue. And
yeah. I was like, this thing looks so badass.
Yeah.
And the plan is we're going to get them in America too. It's just going to take a few more years.
Yeah. California zoning rules and whatnot.
California is.
They got to see if it's going to make money enough to be put somewhere else as well.
Yeah.
Pork chops. They're going to ban bananas. Oh man.
Because people are just going to like leave banana peels like all over their
everywhere.
Yeah, like all over the park.
You're just seeing random people in the background like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks so cool though. Like, did you I don't know if you like read the article where they were talking about how the Mario Kart ride works?
No, I didn't.
And it's like it's on a path, so it's not like it's not like a free moving course. Yeah, it uses AR glasses. So
to give you the feeling of the track.
It's like the track, and also you use items. So like, so it uses AR to generate like the item boxes or like, you know, like shells and bananas and stuff like that.
That's
I was like,
pretty smart.
Oh, I want to play that.
Because you're technically just going around the same track, right? But you still get the feeling of it. So it's like,
I was like, come on.
So then that makes me wonder. It's like, what does the rest of it look like? You know what I mean? Like, if you take off that VR
There'll be
headset.
somebody actually posting up with how the track's gonna look on YouTube. There's always roller coaster channels and stuff like that. They'll post like what's gonna be.
Yeah.
So yeah, this whole thing, I would kid out at Super Nintendo World. Like, I would be the kid at Disney with like the ears, you know, and like you know, whatever, like
the food that
like I would buy that, the Mario hat, the fake mustache. I would go ham in Super Nintendo World.
I would think that'd be the first time that you would see Clay actually skip somewhere. Yeah, that would be a sight to see.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
I know that reference.
Oh my God! I played that.
It's in my collection.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, that's cool. Super Nintendo World opens up. Where exactly? Universal Studios, Japan.
This is in Kyoto.
Yeah. Dark says on the chats. Too bad Japan doesn't allow U.S. flights.
True story.
It does lock us out, but.
True story. Like, I mean, yeah, this will be years from now.
How many carry-ons are you allowed?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Like most of the world, Americans aren't allowed right now because we're stupid when it comes to everything like that.
You got that right.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go on to the next
Too
one.
much politics.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Alrighty. So, taking a look at the next one, Genshin Impact. Clay, you want to take this one? Because I did not get to read this article.
So, the title's going to tell you right here. Genshin Impact. Okay, so, you know, right now the Game Awards are coming up. Everybody's getting their best game of the year for 2020 and all that stuff. Genshin Impact, which came out a little bit ago, it's also a mobile phone game. If nobody knew that, it's not just on Switch and PC. It's on Switch, PC, and PS4, and it was also Android and iOS, and it won both Apple and Google's Game of the Year award. I still haven't played this myself. I've watched Wasabi Ice Cream stream it on his channel, Game Oververse, if you all want to watch that.
Yeah, check it out. Pretty good.
I've seen him play it for a little bit. It looks cool for a free-to-play game. It looks awesome. There's a lot of loot box and like microtransaction stuff in it, but it is a free game. So
they
as
gotta
much
make
as I
their
hate
money
things
somehow,
like that,
right?
that's the thing. Like, as much as I hate loot boxes, and granted, I'm addicted to Overwatch. As much as I hate loot boxes and random things like that, microtransactions everywhere, at least I'm not paying $60 on top of it.
Right.
Like, this is a free-to-play game. This is how they make their money. It's how they pay their dev costs.
I believe they said they had just got $400 million from this game or something like that.
Yeah, they're making money. It's everybody I know who plays it, they like it. There was a lot of comparison to Breath of the Wild just based on the art style when this came out, and just seeing the game, like when I was watching Wasabi stream it, this plays more like an MMO. It's not like a Breath of the Wild single player Skyrim type, big adventure. It has that kind of mechanic in it, but then you can unlock a co-op mode where you can do 4-player co-op with your friends.
Oh, that's cool.
And but it looked really good. And like I said, I haven't played it on any device, much less my phone or anything like that. But it's Apple and Google, apparently all of their players who buy games and play mobile games, they all said it was Game of the Year.
Wow.
So I was like, cool, way to go, Genshin Impact.
Cool.
Like, way to be.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a free to play on mobile. But now I have a reason to check that out. Maybe the wifey and I will check it out.
I'm tempted as well.
Yeah.
It should be free to play everywhere. So even on like Steam.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
PC.
PC, not Steam. I'm sorry, because there's other things than Steam, people. All right. It's
there's other things than Steam.
What?
What?
Huh?
Didn't we just cover this? Didn't we literally just go over this? No!
Yeah.
Oh God!
No!
Squally on the chats here, if you can see it. It's honestly the least pushy loot boxy microtransaction game I've ever played. It plays really, really like a free JRPG. Really, really.
Really?
Really.
Yeah. So that's good.
And
like
you know
I said,
he's telling the truth, so.
Mm-hmm.
Because he used a lot of reallys.
I mean, can anybody lie when they use 3 reallys in the same sentence?
I mean, it needs more exclamation marks.
Pretty sure that's how psychology works.
Anyone?
Really?
It needs more exclamation mark?
Really?
Okay. Scott Pilgrim, whatever. Speaking of awesome movies that are coming,
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Yeah.
But I am excited for the re-release of the game. I'm pumped for that.
Yeah. I don't know if there's going to be any changes to the Scott Pilgrim game, but
No, Ubisoft is basically porting it. They have not even lied about any of that. They said, we're not adding to it. We're not DLCing any of it. Which there's one DLC pack for that game, but they said this is it. It's the game from a few years ago on newer consoles. That's
no remaster.
Yeah, no remaster, but it's a super fun game.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, for the
I think I have it on. Yeah.
For the art style that they're going for, there would be no reason to 4K that sucker just to pixel it back down again.
That's the thing. It's supposed to be artsy and pixely, and
great game. Though.
But yeah, that game was awesome. Yeah.
It's funny because my son, who's the oldest, he's 19 now, played that when it first came out, and he he went through it twice. You know how you can still beat it and then go back and do it again.
Because your guys can keep leveling up and everything.
And so they would that was one of the longest games he's actually had to go through.
Yeah.
And completed it.
So Dark Zero's never played it. It's like a brawler, River City Ransom, River City Girls kind of game. So if you've ever played those.
State of Decay! Is that you?
State of Decay! Holy crap!
State of Decay!
State of Decay! Dude, we just went back in time right there.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Yep.
But yeah, Dark Zero. If you have Game Pass, River City Girls is on there right now. That'll give you an idea of what it plays like. It's like an 80s 90s beat 'em up brawler type game that has an RPG system mixed into it. So you have you have leveling and power levels and health and all that stuff.
It's not like Fatal Fury in that respect where it has like
Fatal Fury is a fighter.
Yeah. But same gameplay style, I guess you could say. But whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I would say if you play River City anything or Double Dragon type games, you're gonna get that's basically what it is.
Right. All right. Speaking
Super
of
fun.
awesome movies, game to movie adaptations, Scott Pilgrim was one of them for me. I'm sorry, but I enjoy it.
Love that movie.
It's so
Great movie.
It's so funny. Is Scott here? Blast through the window. No, he just left. No. Oh man, so good. All right. Who knows who Oscar and Isaac is?
Oscar and or Isaac?
And or Isaac. This guy has two first names or he has a twin. Something's going on here, but it's confusing my brain. So Oscar's gonna play Solid Snake and Isaac is gonna play Liquid Snake. That's what's gonna happen.
Because they're the twin snakes.
There's two.
Exactly.
So how did you come how did you come to find out about this article, Clay?
I was on Twitter and I saw an article from Variety.com, which is a big Hollywood news site and everything. And their article linked to this because Deadline had the exclusive on it.
Right.
And the Variety, I thought it was interesting because their picture, similar to the one you're looking at right now, it's Oscar Isaac looking all handsome and everything like that. And then there was a picture of Big Boss from the Phantom Pain.
Right.
No, I'm sorry.
Big Boss from...
It wasn't Phantom Pain. It was the one right before.
Snake Eater, wasn't it?
No, it was 5...
wow.
God, I just lost my Kojima card.
Wow.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
I'm not a big fan here.
The one right before Phantom Pain.
Oh my goodness. Are we going to have to go to the chats for this?
God.
Clay,
wow.
What's going
my
on?
Fanboy
Clay.
My fanboy just dove out the window and killed himself.
We gotta
Your
get you
age
to the
is starting to
doctor.
catch up with you, man.
I haven't played it in so long.
Oh man. Now, Zach fan, we're casting on all on YouTube and Twitch. So if you want to check it out, nerdjunkies.com/Twitch, you'll get right to our Twitch page.
And I haven't heard of any Monster Hunter controversy in China.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter in China?
That was way off left field, but yes.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Because someone mentioned it.
Yeah.
Okay, continue on.
So, Clay, Alzheimer's.
Metal Gear
Sucks, huh?
Getting old sucks, man. What can I say?
Crap.
All right.
This is the first time we've ever seen Clay not being able to pull something out of his brain that fast. That's Kojima related.
I'm gonna tell Cinderkin about this after the show, and just to be like, this is how shamed I am of myself right now.
Somebody
and then he will never let it down. He will never let it down. He will use this against me until my dying day. On my deathbed, he's gonna be like, "Can't believe you forgot the name of a Kojima game."
That's gonna be.
And I'm gonna be like, "I'm so sorry, Kojima. I love you." Dark Zero's got it. Dark Zero's got it. Ground Zeroes. That was it.
Wow.
Thank you, Dark Zero.
You win 2 internet points.
Yeah.
Wow. Man.
I'm sorry, Kojima. I still love you, even though Death Stranding was a garbage ass game.
Way to still leave a jab there, just at the very end. It's like, I'm weak right now, but I'm gonna still hit you with it.
Yeah, so it was Oscar Isaac next to Ground Zero's Big Boss, and it was like, wait, is he playing Solid Snake or Big Boss? But the article said it was for the Metal Gear Solid remake,
right?
Which has been in the talks for years now. Like
right.
this movie has been in the works for like over 5 years now. So it was like, no, it has to be Solid Snake. And then I was like, so Variety clearly just doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah. Because
it's a video game. It's not a movie thing, right? You know, it's like they don't know the difference. But I even well actually them on their Twitter update about it, and I was like, you guys might want to fix that. But Deadline seems to know what they're doing, so that's cool. But Oscar Isaac,
dude,
from
this
those
guy.
from those amazing Star Wars sequel trilogies where he played Poe Dameron for like 5 seconds on screen.
Oh.
Don't knock
Now
it.
I see it.
He was also in I think it was Machinima or Machina or whatever it was.
Ex Machina?
Ex Machina. He was the scientist in that one. Not a lead role, but this guy is a hidden gem in Hollywood. He could do this now. He could be a lead actor.
I have nothing against Oscar and or Isaac playing this role.
Just his name.
I am down. Whatever, from seeing briefly him as Poe Dameron in those Star Wars disasters, it was like,
no comment.
He was, he's a capable actor. Good for him. I have no problem with this casting. Good for him.
I think it's great. I think I would be interested in seeing him play more lead roles, especially the fact that it's Solid Snake.
Solid
and
Snake
Liquid Snake
is so in Metal Gear lore world, Solid Snake is basically he's half white, half Japanese.
Is that right?
So yeah.
Oh,
so
I didn't get that from the PlayStation 1 graphics.
Right. Both of his parents were white, but he was in a surrogate from a Japanese lady, so maybe some DNA crawled in there somewhere. So
are we doing spoilers here, or is this part of the game, or like?
I mean, if you want to crawl through the nightmare that is Metal Gear storyline and pick up that little chestnut, then go right ahead. It's going to take you about 80 hours.
This whole entire time, and take away my gamer card, this whole entire time I thought Solid Snake was a clone. Is that still true?
He is a clone.
Of Big Boss.
Of Big Boss, who's a white guy.
But Liquid is also the same. Yes?
Liquid and Solid were in the same birth. Yes, like they're twins, but their parents were white people. It's
not sure if that's relevant or not, but we'll go from there.
No, I'm just saying, like Oscar Isaac is he's Colombian or Salvadoran or something like that, and so it's
I did not know that.
Now it's Solid Snake with a nice tan. Cool, whatever. But he's a very capable actor. I'm sure he's going to knock us out.
Represent, I guess. Now, right? We got representation now. I don't even know.
Yeah,
what he is.
Sure. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, represent as humans. All right, so let's get on with it. So I'm super excited for Metal Gear Solid movie, just from it being a Metal Gear Solid movie. Whether it's crap or not, I'm pretty sure we're going to give it crap, and we're going to praise it at the same time, just because it exists. But I like the fact that this guy's the actor who was chosen for Solid and Liquid Snake. Do you think they're going to do that? Do you think they're going to have the same actor play Liquid?
Because they're doing a Metal Gear Solid movie, I would certainly hope so. Because they were twins. It's natural, and they even talk about that in the game, how they look alike. And it's like, okay, they're twins. Oscar Isaac is from Guatemala, so thank you, Dark Zero.
What you say? Guatemala?
Guatemala.
Yeah. All right.
So, but yeah, I hope he's playing Liquid Snake. I think it would be a weird decision to have some random dude in there be like, brother!
And then just Revolver Ocelot's did you check out my guns?
Yes. This is the greatest handgun in the world. It's like, nobody's talking about your guns, bro. Yeah. And he's like, look at it. Yeah.
Nobody asked you. Nobody.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Who are you?
No.
Who's the old guy? Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, whatever.
Metal Gear.
You
know we're gonna lose our crap the moment that he pulls up the communicator.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just ready for a. You know, to me, that's like.
I don't know
that
if
would
that's
be
going to
it.
be like that dramatic, but
Liquid Snake is one of the greatest video game villains ever, and he's so over the top and stupid like that. I love it. It's like,
yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. All right.
Let's do
So
this.
I think that was all the game news that we had this week for this.
Mm-hmm.
This was not a big week for game
No.
news. For the most part, everybody's just talking about Cyberpunk.
We're getting into the
Yep.
holiday season, so if we're missing news
Yeah.
articles that you would like for us to talk about, join our Discord and give us whatever you got, and then we'll talk about it on
Yeah.
the show.
Be like,
Because-
hey, can you guys talk about Dragon Age or Dragon Quest 11S Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition? And we will say, yes!
and then
Why
not
wouldn't
do
we
it.
talk about that? Game of
We're
the
not
year
going to talk
2020.
about that movie, Rumpus.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
It'll be fine with Arnold and Danny DeVito and twins. It's just like that, you know?
Yeah. nerdjunkies.com/Discord. It'll lead you right to us. And then we'll talk about the articles that you post up there, and
Yeah.
we'll go and find some of our own articles that we think you'd
Mhm.
enjoy on the show. We do this every Saturday, 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. Eastern, yeah? Yeah. That's how time works still.
Squall wants a step-by-step walkthrough of Dragon Quest 11, so Mel, that's you. Okay,
But I'd have to play it.
thanks.
Get it
And I
done.
need
Yeah.
Get it done.
to spend money.
He has spoken.
Yeah,
Uh,
there it is. Mel's gonna work that out for you, Squally. So there you go.
Yeah.
She's on it.
It's already done.
Wait. I have an idea. Why don't Squall do it? Since he's talking about it.
Squally has a lot of PR work that he needs to do. Okay.
Look, there's only so
Ew.
much. There's only so much time in the day, and 99% of that is grinder.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. Don't know how much more I can put that out there.
Yeah.
Mel bot malfunction. Oh, did she freeze up?
No, but
Error. Oh, hey, Dragonfight just put a link in our Discord here. Chinese players reportedly review bomb Monster Hunter World after offensive joke in new film.
ooh,
Oh, really?
Surprise.
where is this at? This is an entertainment.
It's an entertainment.
It's on nichegamer.com. It's kind of surprising to me that they're not review bombing it because the movie exists at all.
They're not.
Wow, what? Based on the clip on the Twitter, the joke goes, what kind of knees are these? They're Chinese? What?
Ooh,
They
what-
should have took that out when they were editing it. Because the Chinese can get kind of offensive.
Okay,
I mean,
interesting.
I don't
Interesting.
understand how they would not get that when in the writing phase.
Mm-hmm.
Your fan base
I don't
is
get it.
diverse.
Yeah.
Oh, they've taken the offensive to the actual Steam page of Monster Hunter World.
Yeah.
Yo.
I don't know. Some
Wow.
people are pretty tone deaf to that kind of stuff. But again, we're not going to jump to conclusions. We're going to see how this article rolls out and see how they handle it. But that's
This is another Capcom property movie with Mila Jovovich and Paul Anderson, her husband, in charge of it. It's not going to be good anyway. It doesn't matter.
It's going to be
is this
Resident
out
Evil.
already? This is
No,
out,
it's-
right? Monster Hunter World's been out for
I
a bit.
think.
I don't even know. I haven't even watched the trailer yet. I don't know because
I'm just saying,
once I heard he was making, like, Paul Anderson was making this movie, instantly, like, all credibility,
Monster
everything went out the
Hunter
window. I was
2020
like,
film.
I don't care.
You know I'm going to drag you to a movie theater and try to watch
Joel's
it.
gonna drag me to, like, what, Resident Evil 3 when you dragged me to the
Mhm.
theater to watch that, and it was just a catastrophe of a movie.
It was fun.
It has been released in
Come on,
Germany, but will
come on.
not be released in the United States until Christmas.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, confession time though. One of the best times that you had watching that movie was when Ela shoots a freaking shotgun full of coins and you about lost it when I said, keep the change.
I did. That was one of the funniest comments you've ever made in your life. And it was because it was like, my brain is already oozing out of my ear watching this retarded movie, and then all of a sudden a really horrible, stupid joke hits, and I just lost it. And I was like,
Keep the change.
keep the change. And I was, because she loads like shotgun shells full of quarters or something like that, and then uses those to kill things. And it's like, why is this movie a thing?
No. By the way, Dark says, I dragged him to go see Star Wars. First of all, it wasn't Star Wars. It was 1,000 Ways to Die in the Wild West.
Oh, no. Why?
Have you not
I
seen
haven't
that
seen
movie? That movie's hilarious. That's the guy who created Family Guy.
Yep.
Seth MacFarlane?
Seth
Yeah.
MacFarlane. One of the
I
funniest
remember-
movies I've ever seen that year.
I remember seeing
No.
trailers for that. I never saw it. But yeah, if it's
You gotta
Dark
watch
that.
it.
says
That's
it
funny.
was Star Wars.
I'll give you access to my Plex. I'll give you access to my Plex if you watch it. It's hilarious.
Dark Zero says you're wrong. He says it was Star Wars.
Was it Star Wars? I mean, those two go in hand in hand. I see how the storyline would make sense. No, but
I mean, Star Wars.
one takes in space, the other one takes place
in the Old West.
Yeah. Take your hat off,
Yeah.
boy. That's $1 bill. What?
I
don't know.
don't know.
Bonus.
Y'all getting old with the flaky memories. Exactly. Getting old is just the best because you
Yeah.
just forget random things like Metal Gear Ground Zeroes.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
gonna punish myself for the rest of time for that.
or not remembering which movies I actually watch, even though I like to consider myself a movie buff of the 90s and up. Not anything like Casablanca or anything like that.
Hi, Spider Monk 92.
What's up, Spider Monk?
Hello.
So we're going to get out of here. This has been the game news. For anyone that just joined us, check us out at nerdjunkies.com. Join us on our Discord, nerdjunkies.com/Discord. If you're watching us on Twitch, all of our links are on the bottom. YouTube, they're somewhere in our channel.
Yeah.
You'll find them.
There you go.
Places, cosas. We're going to get out of here. We usually do an hour, sometimes more if we have more articles, but we'll cut these up for you in little easy to consume videos, so that way you can check us out wherever you're at. And then we appreciate everybody joining in the chats, man. We got a lot of new followers, a lot of new people on the chat. So
Because you decided to unban Twitch this time?
yes,
Yes.
For once I turned the tables on them.
Yeah. I'll show you Twitch by not letting people watch us.
Yes, by completely cutting into our viewer base.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Amazon.
All right, let's get out of here. Appreciate
Jerks.
everybody for coming.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.